Erica.
And Jes.
Welcome back to
Twin
Aura
Knits.
Yes, so it's been a minute, but it's all right. We are so excited to be here today.
Yeah, we are. I know we've been trying to podcast for the last 3 weeks, and it just hasn't been happening. So I'm just so glad that we finally have time to do it today, because we want to share with you all the things, starting off with what we're wearing.
So we are currently wearing the Classic by Espace Tricot in yarns by Fashion School Dropout. Mine is called Factory Girl. I am an Edie Sedgwick stan fan ever since the 60s. So this is supposed to be like a deconstructed leopard print. I love it so much.
It's so good. I love how these two sweaters specifically really are the essence of our style.
Yes.
And our style muses, because Erica is Andy Warhol, 1960s, Edie Sedgwick, and I'm over here Debbie Harry, rock and roll, punk. So it's this is the colorway Deborah Harry from the Pop Art Glam Color Art mini collection that Kelly did, and I just love it. Look at it.
This one.
And look at these stripes.
I know.
Isn't that amazing?
It's like a subtle stripe.
I love it. I am obsessed with it. And the micro stripe on the little cuff. I'm
obsessed.
It's so good. I feel Debbie would definitely wear this with a beret and some tights and some heels and just call it a day.
Yes.
And that's the vibe. And I just love it so much.
Do you remember what size you did?
I did the first size.
Okay, I think I did too.
No, I lied. I think I did the second size.
I did the same size you did.
Yeah, because I wanted it a little bit oversized. The yarns
I wish mine was a little bit more oversized like Jess's. Mine.
So the yarns that we have are in the twin sets.
Yes.
And it's the slub with the mohair, and it's just...
I think it's called Mercer Street Slub and Muse Mohair.
Yes.
If I remember
correctly. I am obsessed with this sweater. I feel so cool in this sweater.
It's definitely an easy thing to
throw on
and to wear. I don't know why I haven't knit this before.
I want to knit this in every single color. I want a striped version. Yeah. I want a tri-colored version. I want
I know.
I want it all.
A scrappy version?
I want a scrappy version. I want one that is
Could you imagine a Lark Bagger inspired scrappy version, and then the mohair just changes with whatever slub and fingering that you have? Or even stripe it?
Yeah. I'm I just love this pattern, and the greatest thing about this pattern is that it's from Espace Tricot, and it's a free pattern. So, you can really,
play.
Yeah, really play with, how you do this. And I just can't wait.
I know.
I'm this, I feel this is the first sweater that I've knit in a very long time that just feels like the essence of who I am.
That's good.
You know what I mean? I'm this one, and then the next one that I'm going to talk about. So I guess,
do you want to?
I'm I can. Okay, so going on to my next thing, speaking of things that are the essence of who I am, this was me when I first started knitting, right? So it's the dark colors, it's more moodier. And this was before I knew anything about gauge, or that needle size could change your gauge, or that everybody had their own individual gauge, that people knit tighter than others, other people knit looser than others. I didn't know this. I just thought every knitter was knitted the exact same way, knitted the exact same gauge. So I wanted to redo this sweater because I feel I've changed my color palette since I first started knitting. And I just wanted to create another sweater that was the other essence of me, right? So I went ahead and re-knit it in these amazing colors by Cake, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it. The colors, I don't remember off the top of my head, but they are linked in my Ravelry because I've been really good in staying up to date with my Ravelry. So a few differences is that I went up a needle size from this one. Can you hold this up for me?
Sure.
Please? Thank you. So some subtle differences that this one is bigger. This one is definitely knit a lot tighter.
Yeah, you can see that it feels like
Teflon. Kevlar. Sorry, it's fine. For the body, I chose not to do the lice like I did for my original one, and then I did modify the bottom hem color work to do you feel like me?
I'm like, it looks like I'm wearing it.
I did modify the bottom color work, so I flipped this I'm gonna come up closer here, this triangle bit for the bottom, which I thought was really fun, and I felt like it was just something subtly different.
Yeah, I think that was really smart to do because you didn't do the lace.
Right? I don't know. And I love it. It fits so well. It fits so much better than this one does because I felt like I got to redeem this sweater from like not knowing anything, Jess, to like making it fit the way I expected this one to fit, and was able to learn how to like put all of my skills that I've learned into re-knitting a sweater, which was fun. And I just love the color palette. It's so good. Alyssa does an amazing job every time.
We love Cake.
Yeah. Oh, all the time. All right, do you want to?
Yeah. So, you saw this one. This one I wanted to get done for Vogue Knitting, and it just didn't happen, which is okay. But you've seen this in the Vogue Knitting vlogs because I wore it. But it's technically not been a finished object because it's not been in the podcast yet.
Right.
So I finally finished my What the Fade. Sorry, my What the Fade.
So good.
I added tassels to this one. I didn't for the first one I did. And you know what? I did like the party tassel.
I love the party tassels.
And I love it. This has become this winter's most worn shawl.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's just different. It's just a different mood.
I'm like, you are inspiring me to like pick mine up again.
You should. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I loved knitting parts of it, and then I really hated knitting it. And then I loved it again.
Yeah.
And then I really hated it again, and then I loved it again when it was done. So, like, I'm just going to be honest. Like, do you have those moments where, like, you're working on your project and you're like, oh, I'm really loving what I'm doing. I'm loving what the colors are doing. This is fabulous. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to put it down. And I'll remember.
No.
Well, Survey now says that Erica will not remember.
No,
Erica won't. If I don't write it down, I will not remember. So picking it back up after, like, I don't know, 6 months of not doing it because I finished. I did all of the brioche and I left it, like, right here. Mm-hmm. I couldn't remember what I was doing, so, like, I had to, like, recount everything. Yeah. But then once I got back to and I also did these on wooden needles. Oh. And I realized I don't like wooden needles. They're not even wooden needles, bamboo needles.
Yeah.
But then I started to fade again. And, like, after I started really fading, it kind of
sparked the joy
again. Because when you put it closer together, you can really see the subtle shift of color. Mm-hmm. And it just looks so good that I loved it. And then I really didn't like doing the I-cord. The finishing I-cord. That took forever. And then I really enjoyed doing the party tassel.
Yeah, I think I'll do tassels for mine when I get there.
Yeah. Will I knit this again? I think I would.
You've already knitted it twice.
I've knitted it twice. I can't believe I've knit a shawl twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't even knit a sweater twice.
Are you serious?
I mean, I've knit bralettes and I've knit the Ghost Whisperer top, but no, not like a sweater.
Yeah.
Like I've knit. This is my second one. I love how different this is
compared to your
compared
original?
to my OG.
Yeah.
You know, the OG is blue and purple and green, and this is the complete opposite.
It is. It's so good though.
Thank you.
I gotta work on mine.
That's okay. We did this for the Sol Brioche cowl. I did not finish it in time for the Sol Brioche cowl, but
you did finish the brioche.
I did finish the brioche portion, and I absolutely love it. One thing I will say about this, it is an Andrea Mowry pattern. Mm-hmm. If you get the pattern, she also includes links to videos on how to brioche. Mm-hmm. And I think watching her brioche and listening to her talk about it really clicked for me. Mm-hmm. So I think that is important. And I also love the colors that I chose. This was all gifted to me from Kelly, and it was all hedgehog fibers.
Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it.
It's so good.
Do you want to keep going? Yeah. Do you have any more finished objects?
I'm like, my last finished object is, when Jackie from, Caddy Jack's Knits says this is the year that we're going to be knitting shrugs.
Well, we knit
shrugs.
Shrugs.
I can't not do it. So I casted this on while we went to Vogue so I could knit something easy. It is the Saturday shrug. I'm like, can we just have a moment of like, it's so nice. I'm like, because I'm a tight knitter and it didn't really fit the specs of it. I did the DK version and I did a scrappy version. But like, it's because of the ribbing, like, look at that. Oh, I love it. Should I put it on?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put it on. I'm like, I kind of love it. It's kind of cool. I'm like, look at it. Am I cool now?
I love the stripes.
I just love it. Like, this is so nice. Like, I put this on when I'm, like, cold and I'm trying to work on my computer. Yep, just, like, just because, like, for me, like, I get cold in my arms more than anything else. So, like, this really is helpful because our house is freezing all the time. So I wear this a lot. It's so nice. I'm like, and I just love the colors. I did a scrappy version. If you want to do the scrappy version like I did put how many rows each stripe was on my Ravelry. So I'm like, I don't know, it's fun. And I really like it. I have to take finished object photos.
I know.
I'm like, that's a whole other beast.
That's a different project.
It is a different project. I'm like, I have the mood boards set up for it. I know exactly how I want it to look in my head, and I have that reflected in my Pinterest. I just have to, like, build the background and, like, set it up and do the thing. But, I don't know, I just think it looks cool.
It does look great. I am always surprised at the colors that you choose because, like, in my mind, they don't go together. Mm-hmm. And then you start working on it, and I'm like, oh, no, they do look good together.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm like, I'm really trying to work through my stash and really try to, like, think differently of how to use every bit of what I have.
Yeah.
To create a cohesive project that still looks intentional. Yeah. So, I'm in love with this. And, like, I could knit a whole other one.
I think you should.
Because it was fun. It was, like, a no-brainer thing to do. Mm-hmm. And, like, once you get into it, especially, like, not following, like, the proper pattern of, like, creating my own stripes was so much fun. Yes! This is the first time that Erica has yawned and I haven't, because normally it's me being like,
sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm tired.
I know, it's been a hot minute. But
it looks really good, Jess.
Yeah. I'm like, I like it.
I'm so excited. These shrugs are like on another level.
Yeah.
So
seeing I feel like every time
seeing somebody else finish another one was just motivation.
It is.
So I'm gonna go out of order.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm just gonna show you my only whip.
Okay.
It is the only whip because I slipped and fell on ice, and I hurt my hip and I landed on my wrist, and knitting aggravates it.
Yeah.
So I haven't really been working on it a whole lot, but so I am also doing a shrug.
It's so cute. I loves it.
I decided to get a mystery kit. So this is all yarn by Lamb and Kid. I don't remember what the colors are. Because it's been a minute and I don't know where my labels are either. I do know that this is Florange, like the fluorescent orange, and then the other one I think is like something bunny.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what it was. But I was really excited to get it. When I got it, I was so nervous because mystery kits are really kind of hit or miss for me.
Right, yeah.
Either I do really well in blind bags, or I do really bad.
Yeah.
So I think this one was a good one. I was really excited.
Yeah, it's so cute.
I love it so
I just
much.
love that neon. I love that it's like a neutral and a neon.
I know. I kind of love the neon and neutrals. So I decided to follow Jackie's stripes. She did let me start over. She did a video on how to do a tubular cast on and tubular cast off, and that shrug that she was working on also had the neon orange in it, and I liked how that looked, so I copied her rows. So she did 4 rows of like the color stripe and then 7 rows of the neutral, and that's what I'm doing. I just thought it looked, I don't know, there's something about it that's kind of like grungy.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's like a little grungy looking. It's not like, so it's not preppy to me. It looks more like
flannel.
Like more like flannel. Yeah.
Yeah,
like Pacific Northwest grunge vibes. Which, if you know, right now I am totally obsessed. I have not been able to knit a whole lot, so I've been doing just a ton of research, and it all starts with a Objects of Affection from Vogue Knitting of Anna Sui, and I just fell down the rabbit hole, and it was Anna Sui's grunge collection, and then Marc Jacobs' grunge collection for Perry Ellis, and Todd Oldham, and like I went deep down, and I'm like, oh no, this is like for sure like a little bit of a grungy, like,
yeah, with the right styling.
Yeah. Even with this makeup today, it's kind of like grunge.
Yeah. It's super cute.
So this is my only whip, which is very strange because I usually have more than one going on.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I know. It's nuts.
I also want to say, I know I shared this before, but I'm also really obsessed with my knit kit.
It's so good.
I know we talked about it on the, like, what we got in New York City, but if you didn't watch that, I just wanted to share this again.
It's so good.
I use this so much more than my actual stuff because this is so easy. I know. It's so easy to carry around. Like, this has everything I need. I need a stitch marker, it's here. I have my scissors, it's here. Oh, I decide that I don't want to knit and I just want to weave in my ends. It's here. So I just wanted to share that too while I had it.
I love it.
You see me fiddling with this. I thought it would be fun to test knit the Qing Fibers Valentine's Day thong. So I decided to knit a thong. Is it practical? No. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it fits me properly. I don't know if it fits me properly, but I thought it was fun to knit.
It's super cute.
I think it's so fun. So I test knit this for Qing Fibers. This is the Valentine's Day thong. I knit this in merino silk from Hedgehog Fibers, and I thought it was super cute. Again, it also kind of has like that Courtney Love grungy vibe that I thought was fun. I don't know. I just thought it was fun. It's the original, has like lace bits on the side, but if I was gonna wear this under clothes, I didn't want like extra fluff bunching up, so I didn't do that. So that's one.
Yeah.
I just did it because I thought it was fun.
And the photos are...
Yes, the photos are like perfect 90s nostalgia. And then...
We'll share some.
Yes.
Here.
I saw the original ones in their, you know, Instagram, as one does, and I'm like, you know what? I am in the hankering for a pair of socks. Like, sometimes I feel like I need to knit socks. And then I get paralyzed by, well, I really feel like I should knit X, Y, and Z. But this was so fun to knit. I got them done. Sorry, I wear these. I got these done. I got one sock done in like a day. The other sock took a little bit longer, but I loved them. So I did these in the Lemonade shop. I don't remember what the color was. Oh, I'm sorry. I really don't remember. That's bad.
It's okay.
We will put it here. I got it at Cast On Yarn Studio.
Yeah.
The first time we met Brenda, I bought this yarn from her. And it's been sitting in my stash and I didn't know what to do, and then when this test knit came out, I was like, perfect. Then they were doing you got me to do it. Sorry. They were doing like a matching ruffle in a different color, like a coordinating color. And of course, I still have some leftover crayo. So this is Bleeding Heart. I do remember this one because I've used this multiple times. Bleeding Heart Surrey. And I just wanted to make Barbie core socks. Like little kid Barbie core socks. So I made Barbie core socks.
They're so cute. What is the pattern called?
The Lolita sock.
Okay.
Lolita, but I think it's more Lolita, like Lolita Japanese fashion. I just love that ruffle.
I know, it's so freaking cute.
I
love it.
I love this, like, I really loved this pink, like this, like, body of the sock, this pink body sock. I just loved how it was, like, a pastel-y pink, but then it also, I think it was called Zephyr. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it might be called Zephyr. I just like how it had flecks of other colors. So it wasn't just a solid pink. It had like a pink with a bit of edge. This sock construction was so different for me because you know me, I love socks. I love socks now. It's been documented. I love it. And the way how this one is knit is different. So like you knit the tube, then you I've never done an afterthought like type heel before, so I learned a few things with this sock. So I put waist yarn on, I knit like a little bit of the body of the sock, then I decided to go in and do the heel, so then I made sure I had enough for the toe, because I still don't know how to do like the heel and the toe without doing the heel flap and gusset.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, I don't understand. If you knit socks that are just like, you put your waist yarn and then you do the body of the foot and then the toe and then you're able to miraculously do the heel and it fits perfectly, let me know how you do that because I don't get it. My brain doesn't understand how that works. So I actually had to stop, do the heel, so I made sure that it fit properly. But the construction of the heel was totally different. It kind of... it's just different. You should get it and do it. These are fingering held double. I know I'm going on and on, but
no, you're fine.
These are fingering held double. It kind of reminded me of the bear paw socks.
Oh yeah.
But it's different enough that it kept me engaged. So like it's definitely like a 1x1 rib, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then the heel and the toes are different enough that I feel like it's worth getting. So like I loved my bear paw socks. I love this too, and for a different reason. The heel and toe just got me. There's something about it that was so different, and like it wasn't. I had to definitely use double pointed needles to do the heel, which I hate doing. But once I started doing it and I got the whole thing done, I really enjoyed how it worked. Then picking up, I just have to show you. Look at how that looks. I love that. That is where I picked up for my ruffle. Look at how pretty that looks, even on the inside.
Nice.
I just thought it was super cute.
It is super cute.
I
can't wait for you guys to see the pictures of these.
I know. So I just said these are Barbiecore vibes, and like the whole finished object photos are like straight up Barbiecore.
I am so excited. I think we came up with some genius shots.
Yeah.
And
we are so excited.
That's the thing that I love about this community and like knitting and crafting in general is like I definitely wanted a very like Barbie aesthetic because like I am very like interested in internet culture. Yeah.
And how internet culture
shapes our world.
Yeah, shapes our real world, and how our real world and internet culture change how we dress ourselves and how different trends are happening, right? So like Valentino did an all pink, shocking pink with a little bit of black thrown in runway show. And I was obsessed. Everyone started wearing looks from that collection head to toe. And then on internet, in the TikToks, Barbiecore was a thing. Bimbocore is a thing, right? So pink, 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 pink.
All the think Paris Hilton.
Yes.
And like
Lindsay Lohan.
Britney Spears.
Like that is a whole internet trend culture, which is also right. And then the fact that they're called Lolita socks, which is also like Japanese fashion.
Yeah, and like Harajuku, and like you think of like the bright neon.
Yes.
Of like, you know, the fun like fashion, street fashion is what I'm trying to say.
The Japanese street fashion.
Yeah, and like Hello Kitty.
Yes.
And like the pink bow that she wears and the whole Sanrio thing.
And then the Barbie movies coming out, which spawned this whole subculture of like Barbie inspired clothing. And of course, like now I'm like have all of that soaking in my brain. I'm like, well, I have pink yarn. I should make Barbie socks because Barbie socks would be fun.
Yeah.
And then to be able to put together like a small mini photo shoot that is a culmination of all of those things with vintage designer heels that also are Barbie pink, you know, with Barbie props that are vintage and we got from the Barbie truck. And it was just like,
yeah, it's like all these little pieces of like our lives and pop culture and like fashion all culminating into one image.
Yes.
Is what for me is super satisfying.
Yes.
And I feel like that's why like we won't do a photo shoot until it's perfect. So like we have like a list of like finished object photos to do, but until like the weather's right or we have the right prop or we have the right, you know, background or whatever it may be, like we don't want to put it out unless it's like, you know?
Yes. I really want to start either my Only Murders in the Building sweater.
Me too.
I also have a Sunday sweater that I have yarn already wound for. I also want to knit I think I'm finally going to wind up all my minis to make a sea glass tee. I know. I'm ready. Like, I think I am ready.
You think you're ready?
I think I've done enough, I don't want to say easy projects, but I've done enough projects.
I mean, the sea glass tee is very easy. It's just a little tedious.
It's one by one color work and the knotting. And I don't think I was in a place where I really could handle that.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I did a knit through the back loop pearl sweater.
I'm like, girl, I want to do another sea glass tee. I feel like that's like, for me, it's like a little t-shirt.
Yeah.
And it's just so much fun, and I just love knitting them.
Yeah, I'm definitely...
So much.
I'm going to do that, and I want to do, again, the color play pullover with one of my advents, because I have yarn. I bought the mohair for it.
Yeah, me too.
You know, so, like...
So many things.
I know, and then, like, I have to finish my Shawlography. I am so close.
You are so close.
That is the last languishing... whip that I have in I know, that's my last one. No, I lied. I already lied to you. I lied to you again. I have that knit collage sweater.
The Grow With Me.
The Grow With Me cardi that I have to work on too.
Yeah. Like so many things. It'll get done.
It will.
Time, what is it? It's a construct of our minds. Speaking of the Shellography, I finally picked it back up, guys. Yeah, so I stopped around here when I originally picked it up in October when it came out. And then, you know, time came and gone. Twists and Turns came out, and I was like, I haven't even finished this one. I'm not even going to think about doing another one. And thank God I did not, because that one looked really hard. And then I was like, I think I'm at a point in time where I can just pick this up and, like, enjoy knitting it. And I'm glad I did, because, like, I am loving the colors that I chose. And I'm loving the way, like, they're playing together. And it just looks like a fun little springy project.
Yeah, it definitely does look like a fun springy project.
So I'm going to bring it closer so you can see. I'm like, I did misread the pattern, but it's okay. That's life. I'm moving on. I'm learning how to, what's the word? Make mistakes and, like, move past them and not be so hard on myself, because, you know, life lessons in knitting, am I right? So I misread the pattern, and instead of knitting 3 and then putting them back on the needle and then knitting 4, I knit 3, slip these, and then just knit 4. So I have, like, I don't have as many loops as most people, but that's okay. But I did have the right number of stitches, so I just kept going, and I'm okay with it. Like, I'm not mad about it. It doesn't look weird. It doesn't look wonky. It's not going to bother me. Because there are some things, you know, when you're knitting and you make a mistake and you're like, is that going to bother me, or should I rip back? And I was like, I gave myself that question. And I was like, no, I'm good. Let's just keep going. So I, you know, put on my thinking cap and figured out how to, like, make it work. And I made it work. So I am now working on, like, the slip stitches up here. So I'm like, I did take really good notes so I can go back to them. But I'm having a great time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the yarns that I'm using, because it's been a hot minute since we set eyes on this project. I'm using cake wool in I Love Donuts, or Donut Lover.
Donut Love.
Yes. Pistachio butter, also by Cake. I have foam by Hedgehog.
We call it Floam because that was, like, the stuff that you could get. It was a precursor to slime.
Yeah.
For you youngins that only know who what slime is. It was like a crunchy...
Yeah, it was like beads, but it was, like, with, like, a sand.
And, like, a... Yeah.
It was weird. It was. This is a peach color. There's really no name because it's by Lindsay from Sprinkled Fibers. And then I also have this one, which I like to call the Watermelon Vibes, also by Lindsay. And then I may or may not use this one. This is the color Billy by Junk Yarn. It just,
we love it. It's such a great color.
I love it so much that I'm just like, I don't want it to compete with the rest of the colors because I love it so much, and I kind of want to, like, maybe I'll knit those socks.
You should.
With these.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I feel
Do you want to use the pink? I still have some of this.
Ooh,
do you want to knit, like...
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, those will also be my Barbie socks, even though technically this isn't Barbie.
It's okay.
But, like, I feel like this needs to be the main event.
Yes.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So that's my whip that I'm trying to focus on. I'm still, when I can, I am still trying to finish my half and half wrap. I will get it done this year. That is a goal of mine.
Good.
So we'll see where that is next time we meet, because I just didn't even want to look at it. I didn't want to pick it up today. So
that's okay.
And then my other goal is a spinning goal, and I guess eventually a knitting goal. So when we went to Vogue, story time. When we went to Vogue, we went into Knit Collage's booth, and I had the opportunity to try some of their samples, and one of the sweaters that I have been wanting to work on and have been spinning for on and off for the last couple of years was the Harley sweater by Julie Robinson. And it's just a beautiful sweater, and I tried it on, and then when I tried it on, like, the instant motivation to, like, finish spinning and, like, to try to work on it because I want to wear that sweater, like, yesterday, really, like, burned in my heart and my soul that I was like, I'm gonna work on spinning and finish all of the things. So these, I'm gonna show you the ones that I have officially finished and set. So these are all mostly either Green Goat Ranch or Amanda Solomon, who is Melanated Boho Bay. These, I'm like, I did set these, but they're a little crazy. This was the Advent that I did a couple years ago.
The mini Advent?
The mini Advents.
Nice.
Like, they're crazy, and I feel like I need to hand wind them because they're a little unruly. This was the Hakuna Matata set with the locks. So this is like Disney Simba. So this is, I know it looks crazy,
but it's gonna look so good.
The rest of them are Minnie Mouse bats. So, like, this one's the Halloween one. I think this one was Tokyo Disney. I'm like, I could see that. This one, I don't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But, like, I just had so much fun.
I'm trying to cut caffeine.
I know, it's rough. I'm like, they're just so much fun. This was the regular mini. I had to put white locks in because I just felt like
everything was looking black.
Yeah. I'm like,
you know what, though? But that's...
like, I'm like, these are the last
the Wilderness.
Two. Wilderness, and I think this was another Tokyo, because she did 2 Tokyos. So that's what I finished previously. And like, So I obviously have them in this Disney bag because, you know, it's a vibe, because I'm spinning Disney fiber from Amanda and Sarah. So this is my Chelsea Luxe Advent box. So this is the Fruit Loop shake.
Ooh.
I finally finished it. It looks so good.
It does look good.
I have to set it though, so maybe I'll do that after the podcast. And then I did the 2 little batlings, also from Sarah.
Fruits. They were the Flight of Bats. They were the Food and Garden.
Yeah, Flower and Garden. And I just loved it. And then, because I just wanted to just, like, have fun with it, I put locks in this one, so I left one of these, like, I split up my little batling, and I, like, prepped it, and then I left one small little batling from each one of these, spun it into this with these locks. This one is the 50th anniversary, and I believe this one is just, like, Ursula, I think. I think they might be Little Mermaid. I'm not quite sure. But I just thought, like, the colors were fun. And I thought, like, the fluffy mohair would, like, add some texture to it.
I'm really excited to see how that turns out.
I know, me too. I can't wait. So, like...
can we just enjoy how lovely this light is right now?
I know. Sunny. But yeah, so I am hand spinning them all with my spindle. So it is going to take a little while, and I'm okay with that because I really am enjoying the process of it all. And I am making a goal up for myself to also finish this sometime this year. So we'll see. So many things, so little time, am I right?
So right.
But
I haven't even touched my wheel.
I just get so excited about it. I feel like I've been focused on knitting and knit and crocheting that I've really, like, let spinning go by the wayside.
Same.
And I
want to get back to it too.
It's just so much fun to, like...
I feel like I want to take my wheel into
play.
the living room.
Yes. And just, like, have, like, some fun...
It's just,
some fun time.
I like the height of the couch.
Oh, yeah. It's a nice height for that wheel.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just fun. You put, like, a fun show on, and, like, you just kind of, like, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, it's fun to, like, feel the fiber and the sheepy smell, and, like, seeing the colors pass through your hands, and to, like, really, like, have that meditative time with something that you're creating your own yarn to create your own sweater. So, all right. So that's it for me. Those are my goals, is to, like, try to finish, you know, the projects that I have on my needles, and to really, like, focus on, like, things that make me happy. And, like, these colors make me happy. Spinning makes me happy. I do want to get that half and half wrap done eventually.
Off the needles.
I want to not think about it anymore. I don't want it, like, lingering, haunting me, taking up space in my room and in my head. I want it to be worn. And
you will wear it, because
I know.
I love mine.
I know. And the fact that Vanessa, my accountability partner, is already finished with it, and I'm still over here like a boba, I'm just like, dang it, Bobby. So, I don't know, maybe I need to put, like, something really intense on.
My goal is to get my Rhinebeck sweaters done.
Amen, me too.
I have big plans, and might not just be sweaters.
Yeah.
They might be me-made outfits.
Ooh.
So that's a goal.
Yeah.
I'm keeping everything else kind of close to the vest, because they might make their own videos in their own right.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those are my goals.
Nice. I'm also going to try to... I really want to not rush during Rhinebeck, and, like, have them done, and, like, be done with them, and have them secure, instead of, like, you know, July, being like, okay, I gotta start, and then, like...
Not starting until mid-August.
And then...
Freaking out in September.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I'll wind up my yarn for them today.
Yeah, why not?
Because I have nothing going on. I don't know, there's just so many projects that I want to do, and I feel like, you know, I want to work on all of them all at once, and that's not possible. So I really have to prioritize. And
small actionable goals.
Yes, small actionable goals. But yeah, so that's it for us today. I'm glad that you guys got to, like, hang out with us. I know it's been a hot minute. I feel like we say that every time, but this really was a hot minute.
Yeah. It really was, but it was a fun hot minute.
It was.
We did a lot. Like, if you really think about it, like, we put out 5 videos for New York.
We did.
That was a lot.
It was a lot.
But these are normal videos now, which is exciting and sad.
No, we'll come up with more. We'll come up with more fun videos.
I know. I'm excited.
I know.
I have some really exciting for me to make content.
Yeah. They always say make what you want to watch, so that's what
I am. I'm so excited.
we're really gonna try to take that to heart this year and really like focus on the stuff that we want to see put into this community.
Yes.
So yeah, we are excited about that. I know we always talk about like these fun little things and then nothing ever happens, but like
this year, for sure,
it's happening. So
all right.
So you can follow me at its_Jes_Bell with one S and one L on Instagram.
I'm Waffle Belgium on Instagram, and you can follow both of us on Twin Knits on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
If you like us, please like and share and comment. We do like to read those. Those are always fun.
Yeah, they're always fun. It's always nice to interact with you because that's the place that we get to do that if we're not at a fiber event or anything. So, yeah, it's fun. It's fun talking to everybody, and we will see you in the next one, guys.
Same knitty time.
Same knitty channel.
Bye, guys.